So you want me to talk about Celebrity Big Brother 2? I used to say Celebrity Big Brother was just an expedited, regular Big Brother. But no, not after this. Y'all, I feel like I've aged 3 years in 3 weeks between Tamar to Tom, Kato to Lolo to Ricky, Natalie. I'm just listing the whole cast at this point. Tom's beard got visibly grayer with each passing day. Celebrity Big Brother 2 was the longest 3 weeks of my entire life. So, same time next year.
Think OJ's gonna walk through the door next?
I'm hoping not.
How are the grapes? I'm gonna try one of those grapes. Are those seedless?
Ladies and ospreys, my name is Peridiam, and let's talk about Celebrity Big Brother 2. In case you didn't notice, this is gonna be a review video of that season. Very spoilerific, so if you haven't seen it, go back and watch it. This is gonna spoil everything top to bottom. It's gonna be a bit different than my usual videos, as I am going to be recapping my overall thoughts and opinions on the season as a whole, as well as breaking down how I felt about the cast, the twists, the overall outcome, and everything in between. Was it a good season, a bad season, or maybe, possibly, a little bit of both? Let's talk about that.
I walked through the door and it's like, hey ho, you home. I was made to be in this Big Brother house. I have been watching since Chicken George, since Dr. Will, and I am a super fan, okay? But I ain't finna tell nobody that. They have to find that out when that final two, and I'm in one of them chairs.
From Cereal Box Ospreys to tap dancing on the graves of your enemies to Ricky Williams massaging a bowel movement into existence, Celebrity Big Brother 2 was one for the ages. First up, let's talk about the pre-jury. The mooch happened. And now let's talk about the post-jury, starting with the cast. I like this cast, but then I also despise this cast. Maybe more than any other season, I went from loving to loathing to lukewarm and then back to loving by the end of it all. I would say a good 75% of this cast brought something to the table, whether it be unique to the show or at least perfectly in character within the narrative of the season's overall story arc. The cast gave us heroes and villains and anti-heroes and lovable side characters. They gave us blindsides, mad scrambles for votes, hectic bouts of gameplay, and of course, drama. Lots of drama. But hey, this is a game with people as pieces, all intentionally or unintentionally masking their vices and virtues as they duke it out for $250,000. With stakes that high, there kinda should be drama. I don't want this kumbaya. I've watched kumbaya. I would take a leaderless angry cult of Zen over a Kool-Aid sipping death march any day of the week.
People are angry. Little cult or whatever it is. Like a Zen anger cult.
That being said, even though I'm the guy with his head pressed up to the wall trying to listen in on the drama going over in the dorm room next door, I will admit while I am pressed up against that wall, there does come a tipping point where the drama goes from a bit of yelling and loud noises to glass shattering, doors being slammed, and the nagging reminder of just how horrible human beings can really be. I don't know about you guys, but to me, I feel like a bit of perspective was lost in the mix this season, and on some level, I was pretty embarrassed for myself to have my ear pressed up to that wall in the first place. I'm a big video game player. It was kind of like watching a bunch of level 2 CPUs duke it out in an 8-player 4-glory Smash Ultimate slugfest. The lack of finesse, strong gameplay, and overall understanding of the mechanics of the game, they were nowhere to be found.
The endless pool, it's set on beginner. Is there a way that you guys can go out there and like, I don't know, tweak it to expert?
I mean, okay, yeah, we had Tamar and Tom, who were like two sides of the same coin, ironically enough. Both playing vastly different games, yet both understanding how Big Brother works as a game. I will say, of the whole cast, they probably impressed me the most. But then at the same time, I would say they also unimpressed me the most. Like flipping a switch, they would go from giving me exactly what I wanted to everything I didn't want. To go from Tom's power witch hunt to Lolo and Natalie's choice of words to then Kato's choice of words and Tamar's tap dancing, Ricky leaves a bad impression, Dina gets lost on her way to the diary room, and suddenly it's all fun and games until someone accuses someone else of being a pig. See, now that wasn't very nice now, was it? But I loved this sloppy gameplay that Celebrity Big Brother 2 was all about.
We have to think of a final two name. Final two.
No. No name.
No name, huh?
No name.
What the?
Look at the final two.
What?
You heard me.
Who's the what? Oh! What was that? I was kind of wondering where you guys were, but okay.
You guys never said what we were doing.
Yeah, I know. That's why I was surprised you guys did it without talking to us.
Do you want me to spell it out for you? Do you want me to do it in sign language?
class?
Have you taken acting class? I'm not an actor, you.
What? Alliance? Bang! I hate that word.
But I despised every moment that it went beyond the sloppiness and it turned ugly, where it became unintentionally and almost naturally toxic for all of the parties involved. Maybe it's true what they say, Big Brother is a pressure cooker. And maybe some people out there don't view it the same way or even are cool with this, but for me, it reached a boiling point, and as Danny Donato would say, it was frustrating, so frustrating. And it definitely soured me at times on the experience.
What you need to do is calm down.
What you need to do is calm down and stop popping up on
Nobody's
everything,
popping
making
off.
this room a nightmare.
Got the room then.
Right here. Because I'm telling you right now, I've always had your back, but I can't take this every day.
But you know, just like any crazy family, sometimes this just happens with certain personalities under certain circumstances, and I get that. Emotions run high. But this wouldn't be a review video of the season if I didn't hold the cast up to a certain standard and call out what I perceive to be a major point of contention for the fans. Or at least for this fan. Overall though, outside of everything there, I like the cast. I think that we have a lot of memorable personalities. I liked where we ended up with all of them at the end of the season. I just might need to wash my hands first, you know, before I move on to the next show.
This is disgusting. I just don't get it.
Joey Lawrence should be the new Mr. Clean.
Look at this, dude. Look at this, dude.
He's probably the cleanest person I've ever met.
What is this? What is all this white stuff?
Baby powder. Kato was spraying it.
Are you kidding me?
As far as the twists go, I really wish the Mooch was just a real player, so we didn't have to think about this ever again. I was dying to see how he was going to handle himself in the game, especially given Big Brother is so political by nature, and here we have an actual politician. Jonathan was unfortunately unfortunate. Welcome to week 1 of Big Brother, where anything can and likely will happen in the most devastating of ways. The power of the publicist didn't really take effect. However, it did become a catalyst for turning points in the season's narrative, which I do think turned out to be a good thing and a fun little blip. I'm still not a fan of this Final Four HOH dynamic, but hey, maybe at this point it isn't actually a twist. I will admit that at least knowing it was coming this time around and knowing that regular Big Brother doesn't do it, it made me feel a little bit more at peace with all of it happening. It's a different game, which kind of sums up Celebrity Big Brother overall. It's not the same as the regular show, and that's okay.
Lochte. Thankfully, Big Brother is not an Olympic sport because Lochte did not escape the Blochte. Gia.
Oh yeah, and the safety comp, that was a thing. Congrats Tamar on consistently being the vacuum for keeping this game in check. And you know what? Speaking of Tamar, even though I was not living for that tap dancing on the grave of her foes. I mean, I get it. I get celebrating unceremoniously when you basically win your own personal victory. I've been there. I will say that in spite of that, you know what? It's whatever. It's in the past. Both parties forgave each other. I was so incredibly pumped to see Tamar finish on such a high note for the season. She crushed that final 2 jury speech segment, slayed it with all the grace and composure and just perfect gameplay you could only ever ask for in a finalist who is going to get a moment to live out their superfan dream. I haven't been this amped for a winner in what feels like a long time, and just to know she was the star of the season since day 1, she had one of the craziest journeys through that entire game, and yet through it all prevailed. It's fun to look back on and consider.
And I was like, you cannot put Tamar up. That is my friend.
I don't want to sound corny, but she called me her friend. And for me, that was a big deal.
Amazing race, anyone? And you know, before I finish saying my piece, can we just take a moment to appreciate the fact that the final 5 of this season, for the first time in the history of Big Brother USA, has had 5 people above the age of 30, really making strides in the elderly community. Okay, but no, really. For the first time ever in Big Brother, we have a black winner. 23 seasons, 19 years, and damn, we took our time getting here. It's pretty cool to see a bit of variance, and I know this means a lot to a lot of fans, and as a fan myself, that makes me happy.
Congratulations, Tamar! You are the winner of Celebrity Big Brother!
Overall, this was a sloppy season, make no mistake, but it kind of makes sense in its own way now that we have the full picture. I wasn't on board for all of it, but I did walk away satisfied. The edited episodes were fun, if not a little bit simplified, but I kind of get the nature of the beast with this one from many fronts. I understand the calls that were made. I'm not sure if I would have made them, but I think it made for a good viewing experience. The live feeds were pretty spicy. They were hot. I mean, as far as live feeds can go, when they were on at least. As a live feed viewer, the live feeds are always kind of slow. They do pick up, obviously, at times. You have a lot of downtime, but that's just a part of the program. I mean, if you think about it, just imagine watching me editing this video together right now. I need to kick on the epic music for this. The amount of internal strife I have on which clip to include in these videos, it is captivating stuff. Now I just wish I had Lolo Jones sitting next to me as a training coach when it comes to handling PR.
Oh, don't get punched in your throat. Calm down. Everybody calm down.
Watch my dog, girl. I can fight. Don't play with a tiger, cause bitch, I don't
know
play
you
that
from
either.
Iowa.
I'm from Iowa, but I don't f***ing play. Don't talk about punching me in the throat. No, that's not cool.
Are we serious right now?
So, overall, I tend to rate seasons on a scale from 1 to 10, 1 being non-watchable, 10 being the next best thing since someone pulled a Giesling themselves. In the case of Celebrity Big Brother 2, while I'm at odds with the midsection of this season, I did enjoy the beginning and the end quite a lot. The cast was a bit personal, touchy, sensitive. It's a game, but I get it. Sloppy, not stirred. On a scale from 1 to 10, I feel it is only fitting to give Celebrity Big Brother 2 a... Whoa, it's too expensive for my budget. I'm not ordering sea bass and... I hope that's a fair score, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video review. Now that you know my thoughts, what did you guys think about this season of Celebrity Big Brother? Are you happy with a Tamar win? Let me know down below, but either way, my name is Peridiam saying thank you for watching. Big Brother Canada 7 is right around the corner, and I will see you in the next video once I start up my own website called http://howtowinCBB.edu.
Oh, that was a good one. That was a good one for sure.